shot this entire music video on 60mm film. We're gonna show you guys the entire behind the scenes, all the challenges, all the fun moments that we experienced on set in real time. So sit back, relax, enjoy this video. All right. On our way to the gym, I got this little car mount rig thing so that I can have conversations with you guys, so I can start this like more lifestyle kind of vlog type videos, because I think it's just kind of cool to see the inside of my boring life. Hopefully my life isn't too boring. Today we're going to go for a meeting with a director for a music video that you're probably going to see the behind the scenes later in this video. You know, we're going to go talk creative, we're going to go talk shots and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a really fun music video. We're shooting on 16mm film. I am kind of nervous, I'm not going to lie, because one, never worked with the director before, and I'm an introvert, if you couldn't tell. You know, working with somebody new is always kind of tough. And I think I'm an introvert, right? Believe it or not, I am. And I struggle with like meeting new people and things like that. But I realized over time, to be in this industry, to be successful in it, to get more clients, meet more directors, whatever you want to do as a director or cinematographer, you need to meet people. You need to have a big network. You know, make it as a creative, because you really want to expand your network. As a DP, you need to know producers and directors, right? I mean, production designers have gotten me jobs before too, and ADs, but that's kind of like you're working with them on set and stuff. But just being a good person, networking, and being a little bit more out there, and just being you, being authentic. I think people like that. That's how I got this job. I went for a beer with this director, and he was like, yo, dude, you want to do this music video? And, you know, part of it was, you know, having some work under my belt, but I put in the hours. I did so much free shit just to build a portfolio, and I put everything into those projects. It's tough grind at the beginning, but it's completely doable. But yeah, going to go meet Sterling, the director, for coffee, and we're going to talk about the creative. We're going to talk shots. Maybe the production designer, Sky, will be there. We'll talk about the sets and stuff, because we're going to do it in a studio again with like different sets and things. Woo, baby, let's go. We are on our way. We're going to go pick up the SR3, which is like a film camera, 60mm film camera, and then we're going to go test that puppy. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to mount this thing to the robot arm. If the camera's on the side, will the film coil? Like, what's gonna happen? So that's what we're gonna test out today, so that we have peace of mind if it works or doesn't, and we can decide to go to digital if it doesn't work.
I love the camera. We're back, guys. The camera loves me too. We got a lot of work to do today, I tell you. We got another big square we're gonna build, a bunch of lights. This is all gonna be black, no longer white. Let's have some fun.
Right now I'm just making sure that we got all the gear from the rental house on this list. But right now we're doing pre-light day. We're gonna set up a softbox with Alec, our key grip here, and Genki, our gaffer and slash loader. So they're just getting everything ready. We're gonna black out this entire studio, throw up the softbox, and get as many things done as possible for tomorrow, so that we can move fast and be nimble tomorrow and not wait on us, so that we can get more shots. It's gonna be great. You know. All right, so we're just getting some more gear from the rental house. Just gonna get all this stuff because we're building a softbox. We just want to make sure that we have all the gear for that softbox. It's 8:17 p.m. right now, and we want the rental people to go home so they can have a life on a Saturday night. So we're gonna get all this stuff, take it inside, and we're on a time crunch right now. We have like 3 hours to like build a softbox, black out that entire studio. Yeah, can't push our turnaround over for tomorrow. We have to start at 11 a.m. tomorrow, otherwise it eats in, and I have another shoot on Monday as well. That starts at 7 a.m. So keeping the rigging and everything as minimal as possible so that we can be ready for tomorrow is ideal.
More.
Yeah. What are you up to?
So I'm just laying everything out, making sure I got enough of my bits and bobs so I can make my box. Yeah. Follow Chris A. Connect 2 pipes together. You got swivels and then solid 90 burdens. So I'm gonna get 8 of those to do this.
A little worried because we are running out of time. In theory, we have 3 hours, right? Kind of like being in a situation before where we've done pre-lights or like we've done like anything to do with time management on set. I'm looking at the clock now and I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do this in 3 hours, like 2.5 technically. And we gotta get these guys out of here at 11 so they can get some sleep and be stoked for tomorrow for the setup. A little worried about the time running out, you know?
Giving me gack here. I'm working away.
Is doing the whole wall, covering the whole wall with the black?
Yeah, as much as we can, and then we're gonna put some 20 on the ground as well, just to create a really nice black void. Make sure this bag is clean, and there's no rips anywhere. Dust on the film can really ruin the shot. Also, you want to keep the inside of the camera very clean as well. It's looking good. Wash my hands. I have no jewelry or watch or anything on, so I need a mag. Make sure everything's clean in here too, actually. 500T. Down there. So now I'm just gonna take this tape off the roll. It's been a while. Got the tape off. I'm just gonna put that somewhere where I can't accidentally get into the mag. So I just opened the can. I'm getting the film out of the black bag. And each roll of film has a little piece of adhesive holding it together. So I'm just gonna take that off and then put that somewhere where it won't get in the mag either. Just gonna open that. There's a little indent on the core of each roll. Just gonna match it up to the core in the mag itself. This can be like the trickiest part. First thing I have to do is actually feed it through the ears of the mag. Just fed some film through the mag here. Now I'm ready to put it on the core. Oh no, it came out. It's so tricky sometimes. Sometimes it gets really hard. There's this little notch I have to line up. For me, that's actually like the hardest part. Oh, there we go. You hear like a little click. That's when you know you're in. Make sure it's actually in there. Nice. Looks like it's in the notch. Now I'm just gonna footage counter down. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing on the edges of the mag. Looks like we're all clear. Now I'm gonna close cover. Cool. Now we're done the changing bag. We're safe to open this up now. So yeah, this is just what it was inside, a black bag. We're gonna save this for later. This is like the little tape that was stuck to the end of the roll. Just telling you what kind of film it is. Now we're just gonna attach it to the take-up side. Open this up. Oopsies, this is the dummy roll for the take-up. I got scared for a second. I was like, wait, how did it get there? There's this little line here that indicates where you kind of want the film to go out. So you just want to line it up to there. Perfect. And that's just so we can get out a perfect loop here. So now we're just gonna feed this in. I like to do a little bend right here. It just helps me thread this in a little easier. For a lot of people, this is actually the hardest part. So I just messed up, so I'm just gonna remeasure this. This is the hardest part for me too. Oh, huzzah! Okay, I got the catch. Good. Struggled a little bit at first.
Yeah.
Getting warmed up. Okay, we're just gonna do a couple rotations. It's all clean in here. Nothing on the edges. Yeah, sweet. Easy peasy. Now we're just gonna put these in. So then the last thing you have to do is just make sure you see 1, 2, and then almost a third of the perforation on each side. So that's good. 1, 2, and a third. Perfect. Perfect loop size. The last thing you're gonna do with the mag, we're just gonna tape up all of these little seal points so there's no leaks. And then I gotta make a little label for the mag. So we know what's in there, how much is in there. That's pretty much it. Now time for the labels. Mag number. So in case anything goes wrong, we know which mag it came from. And you just find the mag number right here. So it's 1563. Okay, that's just the first label. The length of film in the mag. And then I'll put the stock name.
All right, right now I'm tying a little silk onto this 8x frame, which is gonna sit under the booklight, or not the booklight, the softbox. It's really late, it's like 10 p.m. But if you guys see my other videos, we talk about the top light, the big softbox that we do usually. And Alec over there is rigging that pulley system. It's like all these ropes that hook up to the corners and allow us to pivot and move this thing up and down. Just helping the boys out. We're running out of time, so we want to be out of here by 11 or 12. We want a 12-hour turnaround, so helping the boys out. Will we make it? I don't know. I guess you guys are gonna see if we make it in time. So it's called a honeycomb or a grid or something like that. Basically, it just makes the light very directional, so it doesn't spill everywhere, and it keeps it all kind of contained, because like we don't want the light spilling onto all this black fabric, otherwise you're gonna see all the wrinkles. So we're trying to control the light and make it all sexy. So you do lose some light by using it, but it is worth it if you're trying to control it a lot better.
So for us to hang our grid that I'm building, I have to move all these pulleys. So it's a lot of zipping around, relocating them all into the center. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of finessing. You always are prepared for someone to say, a little bit this way, a little that way. And it's just kind of the relationship between the key grip and the DOP. You have to establish, what they want, what Chris is happy with, and whatever he says, he's the great leader. So copy it up. We've reached the point where we're finally going to be hanging the lights. So we got 2 cream sources and 2 Nova 300s. We're going to go opposing sides. So corner will be the vortexes, otherwise known as cream sources, and then on the other 2 sides, 2 pockets, it'll be the Nova 300. Yeah, that's up. It's heavy. Safety first. Everything gets a safety chain. Safety is our #1 priority here.
Right now we're running into a big problem. So if you see all these lights, because of these hangers, so much distance, it's gonna make the softbox really big because you want separation between the light and the diffusion. So we're trying to figure out how to.
I tried to flag this at prep.
No, you didn't. What do you call that thing?
This is my podger. You go ahead.
All right.
Okay, I'll explain.
All right.
You go ahead.
No, you go for it.
Okay, you go ahead.
What was the problem?
No.
What did you do wrong?
You tell them. Basically, we didn't have enough separation between our diffusion frame, which will be around hither, and the lights, because when they hang directly straight down, we've got these big boys, so it sticks down about 1.5 feet where we need it to be nice and flush with the pipes here. So we're gonna side sling our yokes out sideways as is, but then you'll see maybe at the moment it's fine, but once we're up in the air, we're moving it, we're swinging it. We don't want these to all of a sudden on us. So this is unorthodox, but I'm gonna take some ratchet straps and I'm gonna ratchet strap them and solidify, make it all rigid. And yeah. Now I have my rig. It's not as ideal as I'd like, but it's gonna work. So here it is, 4 pulley system going over there. I'm just about to take my duvetine, black material. I'm just gonna go around the whole thing and close it all in, make it real cozy and nice.
So why are we doing an overhead? I was saying you don't always have to do an overhead. It's really what you want your source to be or what direction you want, because overhead is a specific directional light, right? So this is gonna be like a toppy sidey kind of light, because I think it would kind of be nice like as a top like ambient key light source coming from above, because like I don't know where the motivation would come inside this black void. So overhead will help, I think, mitigate the weirdness of a sidey light, but I still like the sidiness, so we will have it kind of wrapped down a bit so it can push sidey, but we're just gonna do a top light, and we have it on these pulleys here so we can kind of like adjust the angle and pivot it and stuff so that it can be sidey, can be toppy, whatever direction we want, because that will affect our shadows and the shape of light as well on our characters and the scene. And then they're added this black fabric around to contain the light so it doesn't spill out. I think the biggest thing is like kind of playing with that pivot and kind of making it sidey still, because I do like a nice sidey light, but it will probably wrap around the forehead a bit and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty dope.
Come through!
5-6 on the dot, it's money. All right, it is 12:35. I'm really tired. We got a lot of stuff done. We got the softbox done. We're just finishing up some of this, blacking out the studio, but it's 12:30, but we still moved really fast. We did so much work for, what is that, 5.5 hours. So proud of these guys. Tomorrow we're gonna kind of dial everything else in so we can get some sleep and have like at least a 10-hour turnaround. But we'll have more guys tomorrow to help us and make this like a lot faster. So we only had 2 guys and I was helping them get some stuff sorted, and we were gonna put the camera on the robot arm tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun day. I'm nervous, but I think it's gonna be a blast. Haven't shot film in a couple of months, but I think it's gonna be good. We're back, motherfucker.
Long nights, not a lot of sleep, so tossing and turning with excitement. Luke, the Notorious. I thought we'd have a little bit of tension, but so far so good. I'll keep you posted.
While they're setting up the camera, so set up your format. So this is super important, like what your sensor size is, or your film gate size, and then you can add your lens. So 12 mil is like a 30 something mil and 16 mil, so you can kind of equate for that. Really great for location scouting.
What's up, guys? Today we're doing a little bit of shifting. This is a glowing turtle. It has a cool back. I don't know if you know, but there's these bulbs that we have in these lamps that I can control, but a lot of times we have bulbs that are this small, and there's no app controllable version of these. So a lot of the time you can fit these in them, which work really well. Kind of not ideal because you can't, like, unless you really want to, it's kind of hard to have them powered while they're in there. So I should be saving the battery on this, to be honest. But works really well. This is connected to, it's called a CRMX transmitter. It's called the Sidus One. It's like a light like receiver. So any lights that aren't made by Aperture but are like kind of basically, if they're expensive enough, they will have CRMX built in, which I can connect to with a transmitter, which lets me use a lot of different lights. You can also get things that plug into like almost every single kind of light except Fresnel's, like any LED fixture, and then you can control them all with the app, which is really fun and cool and quirky. Right now I'm trying to figure out, basically I have this part of like where the lamp is, but it's a super tight fit with this turtle, so I'm trying to like just make room enough that I can fit this kind of like on top. It's pretty good. Oh, glowing turtle tutorial. Hey guys, I'm taking over now. I'm starting to feel better. You know, life beats you down sometimes, but you just gotta light it back up. Basically, position of the scene is moving, and direction of light is really important. So we're moving everything.
So moving on to our third scene, we're just adding a little TV effect. What do you want to explain it? How do you see this?
Thank you for giving me the floor. So we're gonna have a little sky panel S360 here, and it's gonna push a nice little TV effect, okay? Everything in the movie world is fake. Fake lights, fake everything, fake sun, fake moon, fake TV. So we're gonna have that here. We're gonna have the subject right around here in the chair, watching said TV, and it's just gonna be a really nice flickering kind of pattern on the face.
So right now we put a tube inside that because we're motivating as the fridge light, and it's super simple setup. We just have that tube in there, and it's like, how would we light it? What's the motivation? It's the fridge. When you open up a fridge, there's a light. So that's what we're doing. We set it to 6,000 kelvins because we're shooting tungsten stock, so it's gonna look nice and blue. Contrast it with the tungsten outside of the fridge because we're gonna push the camera into the fridge from the outside. It's gonna be pretty cool. Did a little light meter reading. It's kind of a cool wrap. It's gonna be kind of like a backy key, which is kind of nice. It's gonna be kind of hot in the back and then kind of wrap around. So it's gonna be really dope. Super fire. Do you have anything to say?
So I crushed this setup. Why did I crush this setup? Because I threw a tube in there, right? Too hard, got diff, cut it up. Remember, always cut your doob against like the line of like a desk. Sorry, not doob, diffusion.
Don't listen to this fucking guy. He doesn't know anything.
This guy hasn't gripped once in his life. Oh, where are you going now, huh? Come back here, come back here. Hey, camera guy, hey. So yeah, basically that I crushed, right? Dude, get the diffusion, cut it up, cut it on the corner of a desk, right? Grips don't know how to do that. Loser. Cut on the corner of the desk, makes it nice and clean. Tape it around. Looks like it's a built-in light, but it's not. It's mine, isn't it? Yeah, the grips on this shoot suck.
Dope. That's sick. Yo, that's fire.
So Sam, I think we're gonna move the robot a bit over here. So like here, you think?
Yeah, somewhere here, just so that we can land into this kind of.
Yeah. Just make sure. I go to Brazil.
And that's how you move the robo arm, guys.
So we're showing on this green screen treadmill, and we're gonna VFX them onto this long curve.
Yeah, I know, guys.
It's
It's terrible.
on it, and it's gonna be really cool. So we're using our softbox.
How are you feeling about the lighting?
We can get a big wide shot.
Like,
and
it
I
looks
guess the months
okay.
will return 'cause,
But I feel like if we did a 20 by 20
How are we
by-
doing for timing wise?
Not bad, dude.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Just putting the topper on the light. This size is called a brute. So we use these for all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna put it here and cap off these lights, kind of contain all the light. Basically, my job is just to trap all the light, to shape it, to, manipulate. Cut!
So this whole setup is really sick above. A lot of studios like to recreate this. I'm sure they've talked about this before, but I'm gonna say my point of it. Basically, there's 4 lights in there, and I can control all 4 from this, and it's just like the most useful thing ever because you can create shape really easily by just like turning 2 off and then turning other one off and on, and you can really control like kind of the vibe. Because a lot of times we create these top lights, but it's just like one light. It's a lot easier. Kind of the easiest way to do this is like a 600 through a big dome and then having an 8x8 thing, because that way you don't get like the spill everywhere, which kind of becomes an issue, right? If you have like 600 with just a dome, it's like very like controlled. That's really the easiest way to set it up. This is kind of the hardest way, which is a 4x4 8x8 structure with the lights rigged onto it, but it works really well, and we can do this tilt. But yeah, a lot of studios have this. The Franklin studio in Vancouver has like a 20 by 20 version of this, and then what you do is when you get to the studio, the lights and the diff are on different systems, and they're on a mechanical system where it's like a motor, and that's really good. And you can put lights wherever you want, and then controlling it. I've shot a few Arteris things, and that's what they use to do like the Arteris commercials. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. Big soft source above works really well. Makes a nice wrap, especially with this like honeycomb thing.
But we're here, we're lighting the last scene. It's just on this computer desk thing. And we just have one top light and a little light bulb, and we're chilling. That's it. Everybody else is wrapping things. They're moving the robot arm. You'll probably see a lot of clips of you moving that robot arm today. Name of the game on the music videos. You gotta do it. Fun crew. Everything was really fun today. Did a lot. What do you have to say, Alec?
I don't want to talk right now.
I just want to go.
All right, guys. So Axoon sent us these headsets. They're pretty good. What do you think? We've been using them for how many months now? 2 months. So
2 months.
I feel like we have a pretty good hands-on review. We've been waiting to really battlefield test these puppies, and I think they're pretty good. Their sound quality is amazing. The only downside to it is that they have a noise canceling, and that's the biggest downside because you always hit it. So Axoon, please take that off. We don't like that feature at all. It's the most annoying thing ever. But the batteries are super cool. Everything's really nice. It's like, clean, rechargeable batteries. They send you 2 batteries per headset. There's 5 headsets. What do you think?
I think basically the same things. It's just that major feature of the noise canceling always turning on You always forget about it, which is really annoying. I think the biggest competitor to these is the Hollylands,
yeah.
and they do really well. I think they're a bit more affordable. The Hollylands are really expensive.
They're pretty good.
They're
They're pretty
really
good for like the price point, and I like how they look more than the Hollylines. I'm not gonna lie, they look a little bit better. They do fall off your head pretty easily. Yeah,
all the time.
All the
I
time.
think so.
I
And
think.
the one other thing is when the battery's about to die, it starts.
Oh, dude. Okay, and there's a voice. Okay, Axu, I love you guys. You're a great company, but turn off the voice. So like, there's a voice that will be in your head that will be like battery dying, and it's silent on set, and then everybody hears it, and you're just like.
I think the most mad I've ever been on a film set is carrying a Mambo with a sky panel on it. My hands are full. I'm like about to fall over, and all I can hear in my head is battery low every 10 seconds.
And I think that's the angriest I've ever seen.
But you know what? And also the range needs to be a little bit better, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. The range is pretty good. We've been using this like a lot, like on every shoot for the last 2 months, and it's pretty good. Like there's other companies that have sent me things similar, and they're not close to as good as this. This is like the closest thing you'll get to the Hollylands besides the ear techs. They're not bad, especially for the price point. I think you should check them out. They're pretty good. Just keep in mind those little things like.
And also, I've been using normal headsets and radios on this show, and it's really nice to be able to talk at the same time with people. We've had a lot of issues going back to normal headsets and like over talking each other, where it's really nice on these. You can always be talking at the same time.
It's an open comm, so you can just pop this down. People can hear you immediately, and then you can pop that back up, and then they don't hear you. So it's really nice and easy. I feel like it's pretty cushiony. It's like really nice. Yeah.
These type of headsets where we can all talk at the same time are actually like super necessary for coordinated camera movements.
Exactly.
Like say you have like one person on Ronin and like one person's controlling the head, one person controlling focus. If there's multiple people involved in doing the camera work,
dolly gripping,
you need to be able to communicate with each other.
Yeah, or yelling at your focus puller when it's soft. out of 10, what would you guys rate these headsets?
I think an 8. I think if they got rid of the noise canceling thing and the low battery thing, I think it would be bumped up to a 9, and I would actually buy them.
I agree. I'm on a
Battery
8,
level low voice is fine, but the thing is, it goes on for like 30 minutes before it actually dies.
Yeah,
that's true.
And it's like every 30 seconds.
I know. The noise canceling fixing would honestly be 9.5.
Yeah, because the button is right here by your head, so every time you put the headset on, you hit it. So it would be great to take
and
that
it's automatically
thing,
on.
Yeah, it'd be great to take that off. It would be.
But
phenomenal.
other than that, great. They're really good.
Really good.
Still
I'd
8 is
say
really high.
They also
for
make
sure.
you look cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
important.
That's true. Yeah. I would say
Which is
8
the most
for sure.
important thing.
What would you say out of 10?
Out of 10? I'd give it an 8, 8.5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you have it.
Highly recommend.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I also like them. Chris A. Tony is a fake DP. He's fake ass DP. I hate him. I hate him.
Hey, what's up, guys? Okay.
All right.
Where's the camera going? I love the camera. Hi guys, welcome back to Chris A. Tony's channel. Remember to like, subscribe, and smash that button.